Well, hello there, and good morning. Today, we will be learning about three muscles, specifically trapezius, latissimus dorsi, and erector spinae. Want to know what those three are? Keep watching. Okay, well, what exactly does a trapezius do, or what is it? Well, trapezius is one of your major backbone muscles. What it does is it helps moving, rotating, and stabilizing your scapula, which is your collarbone. Um, it also extends the head at the neck. More of a visual. So you have an upper trapezius, middle trapezius, and a lower trapezius. As you can see how it's pointing from here to here. This is your upper trapezius. See where it is in your neck, at your neck. And then we have our middle trapezius, which is right here, right at the collarbone area, just on your back. And then here we have the lower trapezius, which is essentially on your back, right there. So now that you know what a trapezius is, it's time to learn how you can keep that muscle in fit. So there are 5 exercises there are more of course, but here are just 5 of the exercises that you can do to maintain your trapezius or get it into fit. Number 1, dumbbell farmer's walk. I'm sure you're asking yourself, what is that? Well, let me tell you something. So a farmer's dumbbell walk essentially is where you work out your grip. So for this exercise, you'll need dumbbells, of course, one for each hand, and you just start walking around. That way, you're staying fit. Easy, simple, and you're working out your shoulders, your trapezius to be exact. Let me show you a visual. So you see here how this guy, very fit by the way, you want to be like him, do the farmer's dumbbell walk. So you see this guy, he has 2 weights in his hands, his grip, and here you can see the motion. He's just walking it out, because the workout is only here and only works if you walk, and it improves your grip, arm strength in general. See, fit. Want to be like him? Do it. So exercise number 2 is called the hex bar deadlift. It's exactly as it sounds, maybe not as scary, maybe just as scary. I wouldn't know. I'm not going to try this, maybe because I might die. But it does involve lifting and weights. Deadlift. See? Essentially, it works out your whole body, but it does aim at your trapezius, which is why we're looking at this. So here's another visual for you, visual learners. So we see this very fit guy once again. And now let's zoom in a little bit. So you see here how if the weight was a straight bar, it would just be a straight line, nice and easy. But here we have a hex, which, foreshadows the whole hex bar deadlift name to it. Essentially, this is just seen to be more efficient than a straight bar exercise, because of the position and the way you have to put your legs here. So you see it's kind of in a squat area, even though we're focusing on trapezius, which are in the back. It still helps your back since you're lifting this up all the way up and helping your body. Okay, next we have a power shrug. This one is kind of hard to explain, but it's really easy and simple to do. So basically a power shrug is you're just shrugging your arms while lifting weights. This is a really great exercise if you really want to build on your trapezius. Here, I'm going to show you a quick visual. Here we go. Here we see this man lifting weights. See how he shrugs? Let's pause. You see how he's shrugging while lifting his weight? Well, that's a power shrug. That's what is known as a power shrug. It's a great exercise to help build up your trapezius, the back. So our fourth workout is called an overhead squat. So basically this is a great it aims to stabilize. So as I said before, trapezius helps stabilize that kind of sculpa, that kind of your collarbone, correct? And this works that out, your lower trapezius, your lower back, essentially, and it really helps to build that stability in your back. How this man is squatting, and he's also has an overhead. He's like holding this pole, which is over his head. So essentially you see how his back is like this. This is supposed to help stabilize your lower trapezius. And the man isn't that, good looking. But he's working on it. So be like him. Be courageous and do an overhead squat to work your trap. Okay, our last but not least fifth workout for our trapezius is called push press. As we all know, this is a simple exercise that most people do just for strength, because essentially a push press is that dynamic compound exercise that helps the core, helps your body, helps your arms, helps your lower back, your main core, everything. So this also helps your trapezius. If you want to grow it, if you want to maintain it, this is the way to go. So as you can see here, this man, he kind of looks similar to the last one we just saw, but you see here how he's lifting up, and then finally he's lifting his arms up. So you see, and then he's gonna have to go backwards, right? He's gonna have to put it down, and then squat again. Once again, you can't lift it all just at once. You have to go frame by frame, second by second, lifting each part up on its own without fully going into it, or else you might cause an issue. And there you go, push press.
What is the latissimus dorsi? The latissimus dorsi is a large, flat muscle covering the width of the middle and lower back. It connects the bone of the upper arm to the spine and the hip. This muscle is often referred to as the lats. You will begin the first stretch by standing tall with your back straight and hands above your head. Gently lean to one side until you feel a mild to moderate stretch in the side of your upper back and shoulder. Hold for 5 seconds and then return to the starting position. Repeat 10 times, then repeat the exercise on the opposite side. For the next exercise, you will need a foam roller. Place the foam roller under the outer aspect of your back. As demonstrated, using your legs, slowly move your body forwards and backwards, allowing the roller to massage the side of your upper back. Breathe normally, keeping your upper body relaxed. Repeat this process for 15 to 90 seconds. This exercise can also be performed with your hands behind your head or your arms across your chest. This next pose is often referred to as the Superman because it resembles how he flies. To perform this back bow, you must lay face down on a yoga mat, extend straightened legs and arms away from the body so that the arms are in front of the head. Use the back to... For the last exercise, you will need a band. To start the exercise, you must stand with one foot ahead of the other. Lean forward slightly. Place your forward foot on top of the band. Use the opposite side hand to rest on your thigh for balance and support. With the other hand, grasp the handle with palms facing it. With your hand extended down there, Should be no slack in the band. Bring your arm up to your side, keeping your elbow close to your side. Stop once your elbow and shoulder form a parallel line. Hold and contract for 1 to 2 seconds, then release back down to the starting position. What is the erector spinae? Is a lengthy muscle that spans the entire spine. The first stretch we have is the standing toe touch. Stand with your feet hip width apart. Reach your hands down toward your feet while keeping your knees straight. Focus on bending at the hips as well as at the back to decrease stress on the spine. Try to relax and let gravity pull you down. Hold for 60 seconds. The next stretch we have is called the modified hurdler stretch. To do this stretch, you must sit down on the ground with both legs stretched out in front of you. Bend your right knee and put the bottom of your right foot against the inside of your left knee. Allow your right knee to fall toward the floor. Reach down towards your left foot with both hands. Flex from your hips as you fold your back forward and tuck your shin as your hands move down. Go on only until you feel a mild stretch. The next stretch is called seated lower back stretch. To do this stretch, you must sit on the floor with your legs in front of you and knees slightly bent. Your heels should be on the ground, toes pulling slightly toward your shins. Hug your thighs by wrapping your arms under them. Lean forward from your hips to flex your back, tucking your shin. Hold the position for 60 seconds. The next stretch is called the child's pose. To do this exercise, you must get on your hands and knees on the ground in a quadruped position with your hands under your shoulders. Sit with your butt back to your heels, but keep your hands planted in the same spot, or allow them to reach even farther forward. Try to touch your forehead to the ground. Hold this position for 60 seconds. The last exercise we have is called side bends and spinal twists. Side bending and spinal twisting will help stretch your erector spinae. For side bending, stand or sit on the ground. Bring both hands up over your head. Drop your right hand and lift your left hand up and over your head, bending your torso to the right. Hold for 3 to 5 seconds and repeat on the other side. To twist, you must lie on your back with your legs extended. Draw your right knee in toward your chest. Grab your knee with your left hand. Gently draw your right knee over to the left. Hold for 3 to 5 seconds and repeat on the other side.